Hi, this is Ronnie. Look, here's a smoothie. Vitamix jug full of bananas and water, and that's all. I got a. Sometimes you get questions, and got a question about different avoiding deficiencies, or how do you get certain nutrients on a raw vegan diet. And I think specifically it was EHA, DHA, protein, B12, vitamin D, and so on and so on. So the way I look at these questions, I think in the raw vegan and in the vegan community, people go on about nutrient deficiencies and stuff like that all the time. Although we've got very little example of anyone who's actually suffered from any nutrient deficiencies in the raw vegan or vegan communities. So I don't really know what the concern is about. And over 5 years being vegan, 4.5 or something, over 4 years being a raw vegan, I've never taken any supplements yet. Never had any supplements. And I've become more and more confident about the idea of not taking supplements. And whenever I see people who do take supplements or who go back to cooked food because they think there's something missing in raw food, I really don't understand what they're doing or what they're thinking. The primary thing that I always go back to is that food loses. Well, one of the main things, food loses nutrition once you cook it. So if you're worried about deficiencies, then why would you go towards food that you're actually you are cooking it, you are making it, you are actually damaging it, taking out nutrition in order to eat it. And that's another point. In order to eat it, you have to heat it up. This is food that we would have never eaten. We didn't have to eat hundreds, thousands, however many years ago. But another point to make is that human beings, there are people who reach their hundreds, into their hundreds, who eat a bad diet for their entire life. Terrible diet. They never really get the nutrition they need. They never really get they never subject their body to the nutrition that it really wants and needs, and yet these people still survive and keep going, and they're not in the best state of health ever. They possibly could have lived longer or better or had less issues throughout their life, but they still survive. So it kind of shows how resilient the body is in many ways. But the point is here, people have been living on all sorts of scarce diets, on any kind of food that was there for millennia. People were living in all sorts of parts of the world and finding a way to live, finding a way to exist on food that wasn't the best quality, wasn't optimal, and so on. Now we have an opportunity to go to your local supermarket and pick up the most nutritious, fresh, ripe food possible, and people are questioning whether this is less nutritious than, or doesn't have as much nutrition as, this is clearly not not all the food I eat, but I don't know. Let's see if I can find something here. Dead, tuna chunks, dead tuna. Maybe bananas aren't as nutritious as Heinz hoops, or let's see, some kind of pea and ham soup. So let's have a look in here. This isn't the food that I eat, but this is or you could get some, of course, some dairy products. What else? All sorts of dead animals. I don't know. Look, this is got some mango there. Here we go. Here's some more nutritious food. This is what you're worried about. You're worried about. You think that all the people that are eating this stuff, that they're, oh, here's some grains, you know, completely. Oh, here's some beans, because everyone goes on about beans, how healthy beans are. They're just poisonous without being cooked, though. That's just the problem with beans. They'll poison you. But beans are better than fruit. They're more nutritious. They'll get you strong, give you protein. A lot of nonsense. Fruit will give you everything you need. There's no need to worry about that. Obviously, well, vegetables as well, I suppose. But you need to get out of your mind all these lies about this. The idea that you need to have a whole mixture of all these things. If you look at all the animals like us, chimpanzees, bonobos especially, and a lot of those other ones, their diet is almost entirely fruit. It's a huge fruit diet. They do a lot more physical exercise on a daily basis, and they don't lack strength. Gorillas certainly don't lack strength. They're not they're not eating beans and oats and grains and mushrooms and all this stuff. They're eating fruits and vegetables. So there you go. I just don't think about it, and the one thing I would maybe think is I would maybe think, what am I trying to say? B12 might be an issue, I don't know, and I've not tested B12 or anything yet. I've never taken B12, but I know a lot of friends that have taken it and everything else. Once again, is it an issue? I don't know. B12 deficiency is a pretty serious thing. I've not suffered from that yet. I don't have whatever it is, pins and needles up the spine, all this stuff. So vitamin D, maybe you want to get out in the sun more or go to a sun tanning bed or something. But even then, the idea that your cooked food has more in it, there's just what do you think is in it more? Protein. I know this isn't the most fluid video ever, but what are you looking for protein for? You know, why are you even thinking protein? Why are you even breaking it down into all these things? Because that's not why you want to eat that stuff. You don't want to eat beans because of protein. You don't want to eat cooked food because of protein, because of all that. You want to eat cooked food because you want to go back to this addictive stuff, this crap stuff that you want to eat that doesn't digest. And here's the thing about anyone that goes away from a fruit-based diet starts eating cooked food again, and it doesn't matter what they say about the science and the research and how they felt and blah blah blah. There isn't one person that can honestly go from eating fruit to eating cooked food that can't say honestly that they can feel it every single day that their digestion is not as good. Their digestion is much worse. They get much more gas. It doesn't. The food stays in their body longer. They're less heavier feeling, and so on. So regardless, just be honest about it. The people who are going away from raw food back to cooked food and all this stuff, or who don't want to do raw food in the first place or whatever else, just be honest. It's nothing to do with the fact that you're looking for DHA or EPA or proteins or all this nonsense, or your scientific research, which is bogus anyway. You know, okay, let's do some scientific research on raw food. The scientific research has been done. Food is damaged when you cook it. Nutrition is damaged when you cook it. So if you want food that's got nutrition in it, you need to eat raw food. That's really simple, and it's what every single living organism on the planet does. So we just stop trying to pretend, oh, we need to do some research into the raw food diet. No, we don't. It's been done. It's understood. It's clear. It's obvious. Rice Krispies are not better for you than bananas. It's just not on any planet. Grains and oats, beans, all this stuff that you find it out in a field, it's completely unedible. How could that on any planet, on any sphere of your imagination, be better for you? So that's my little rant for the day. It's really simple. Just, you don't even think about it. But if you want to go into nutrition, what do you call it? One of these Nutri Diary things, or whatever you want to call it, chronometer, you can put in all the details. And then someone might say, oh well, look, the raw vegan diet is low on some protein, or this thing or that thing, and then, but that person's like just eating junk food and nonsense, and they're trying to pretend that they're eating cooked food because of that, because of some pretend protein deficiency. It's not real. That's all I'm saying to you. Have a good day. Like, share, subscribe. Ask me some questions in the video, in the comments below. I know that wasn't... Maybe you want some science behind all that. As far as I'm aware, the science has been done a long time ago. You heat up food, it damages the food, there's less nutrition in it, it damages the nutrition. What more do you need? What more do you need? Let's eat something that's damaged, that has less nutrition. Let's try and find out if that's better than eating raw food. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Okay, thank you.